Grace, I was loving your synopsis. So let's just talk like really quickly about like the themes of Descendants that make it gay, right? Like, tell us a little bit more about what you mean by queer-coded villains. Never heard of
Well, I
that.
it's no, I mean, after watching your Lion King episode, I know we're all no stranger to the queer coding of Disney
Mm-hmm.
villains, where they make the villains the most fun. They make them flamboyant and, very much gay in the
Yep.
way that we've all latched onto in our childhood. And there's no way that you can have them be the root characters for a new series of characters and not have them also turn out to be extraordinarily queer.
Yep.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
You are correct. I
Yeah.
mean, let's talk quickly about so the first film, right? We do have all of their parents, and we don't see their parents in 2 or 3, which is like really actually sad to me.
Yeah.
But we have all their parents, and I sense that there's some sexual tension between Maleficent and the Evil Queen.
I also did pick up on that, but then I thought that made the Mal and Evie thing weird, so I shoved that out of my brain.
You know what? I'm like, I grew up in the 90s, 2000s. We had a lot of step sibling relationships on TV. So
Listen,
many.
I think it's really important. So I'm trying to do this so straight and I can't even get through it. It's
You
really
can't do anything
important.
straightly.
I can't, especially not this. I want to pretend that this is a deep statement, so bear with me, okay?
Okay,
Listen.
go for it. Yep.
It's very important representation because I feel like, like we hear that old conservative trope all the time of like, listen, if you took all the gay people and put them on an island together, like they would all slowly die. And I feel like The Descendants is proof that that's not true. Actually, if you took all the queer people and put them on an island located in like an 1820s shanty town, they would all have delightfully gay children. And I think that's important for us to know, okay? That's all.
Yes.
I think there's a reason why I enjoy the first half of the first Descendants movie way more than the second half, and it's because they're more fun when they're like surrounded by the Isle's influence, and then they're just boring.
And their little like Oliver knockoff songs and everything. I mean, it's just great.
Yeah.
It's great. For some reason that is the thing that is the funniest to me, is that it's like when you go into Oregon and they're like, we have 3D printers and candy, and then you go to the Isle of the Lost and they're like, please sir, can I have some more? And I'm like, what is happening? Why are you in 2 different time zones? Not time zones, like eras of time. Like, why are you in 2 different like historical decades?
I have some like intense like analysis of this, like
please hit me with it. I'm ready.
I was watching it and I was just like, wow, this is such a like fucked up allegory about like social classes too.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, so like rich people, like even the third movie, which we didn't get to watch, Lee, but it's basically the point is like the good people of Oregon get like redemption and forgiveness, right? And like the poor people in the Isle get like jail and like completely
good,
off, right?
Good
and
message.
I was watching it and I was actually like, wow, this is intense. Because it's like very, and they're just like, dee and I'm like, this is actually like a pretty fucked up thing. Like I also was rooting for pretty much everyone on the Isle of the Lost. Like I don't understand why the whole story is about Oregon. To me, I'm like, okay, Mal, go back to the Isle of the Lost and stay there. Like, why do you even like Oregon? Like that.
Well,
that
Evie's there. I mean, start there.
Well, oh my God, sorry. That is so true. Because the only person she's upset about leaving is Evie. That's why they have the entire song, but I digress.
Yeah, she doesn't get a duet with Ben. No, she gets a duet with Evie.
Correct. Yeah.
She literally never sings with Ben.
No.
Oh my God. That is so true.
Yeah.
Nate, do they rap at each other at any point? I don't remember.
No, like, he sings
rap
at
at
her.
each other.
He sings at her in the first movie, but they don't sing together.
And he's like swimming naked in the lake, and she's like, "Let me sing a song." You're so right. They never sing to each other. They like he sings at her. He also sings at her when because he proposes in the third movie, Lee. So they get
What? Okay,
engaged
it's
in
fine.
the third
I
movie.
had a momentary little. Okay, I'm fine. I'm okay.
Oh God, it's the worst. I'm like, why are you guys getting married? This is so dumb.
How many times does she have to give the ring back? Is what I want to know. Like, what I mean. Anyways,
Sorry, I'm going too intense, but my point is that I see the villains as like the far more interesting characters, and I feel like they're like so queer on the aisle, and then they go to Oridon and all of their queerness is like sucked out of them, and it's supposed to be like, oh yippee, like now they're good. And like this is actually like a nightmare. Like them going to Oridon is not their happy ending. Like them going to Oridon is them straight washing these villains.
Yes. You